Hi, I am Madhu. I am studying computer science engineering in SRIT. Today, I am going to give the presentation about active voice and passive voice and its uses and construction. Going to the topics, contents, introduction, definition of active voice, advantages of active voice, definition of passive voice, construction of passive voice, when to use passive voice, overuse of passive voice, active versus passive voice in writing, tips for choosing active or passive voice, and conclusion. Introduction. Active voice and passive voice are two different ways to construct sentences. Active voice focuses on the subject performing the action. Passive voice emphasizes the object receiving the action. Definition of active voice. In active voice, the person or thing represented by the grammatical subject performs the action represented by the verb. Example: John washed the dishes. The subject John is doing the action washing. The teacher always answers the students' questions. Going to the advantage of active voice. Active voice is direct, concise, and easier to understand. It clearly identifies the doer of the action. Active voice is often preferred in academic and professional writing. Writing in active voice generally results in smoother and more natural sentences flow, creating a more enjoyable reading experience. Coming to the definition of passive voice. In passive voice, the subject of the sentence is acted upon. For example, the dishes were washed by John. The object dishes receives the action, washing. Construction of passive voice. Passive voice is formed by using a form of the verb to be plus past participle. For example, the book was written by the author. The subject book is being acted upon written. When to use passive voice? Passive voice is used when the doer of the action is unknown, unimportant, or should be hidden. For example, mistakes were made. The focus is on the action mistakes rather than who made them. Overuse of passive voice. Overuse passive voice can make writing dull and engaging. It can create ambiguity and diminish clarity. It is important to use passive voice strategically and sparingly. It's often advisable to balance it with active voice for clarity and impact. Coming to active versus passive voice in writing. Active voice is preferred for most types of writing. Active voice is more direct and engaging, placing the subject as the doer of the action. It adds energy and directness to the sentence. Passive voice can be effective in specific situations such as specific reports or formal documents. Tips for choosing active or passive voice. Consider the emphasis and clarity you want to achieve in your sentence. Identify the subject and object of the action. Ask yourself if the doer of the action is important convey. Choose active voice for directness and clarity. Conclusion. Active voice and passive voice have different purpose and effects in sentence construction. Understanding when and how to use each can enhance your skills. Practice using both active and passive voice to become a versatile writer. Thank you.